Yes, the temperature's already in. I didn't bring a coat back here, and I think I'll be Saturday. Because I think getting in the chance. But today, during the day, it was stunning. And you don't live in Providence, where they got 36 inches of snow on Sunday, Monday. My son lives in Boston. He got a little over a foot, I think. But like Providence got like 3 feet. Right. What you get? It was more than a foot, but what? Yeah, Ethan said it was more than a foot, but it was less than Providence. Right. Closing the cabinet. Yeah, no, it's super. There's a lot of snow. A lot of snow.
They got enough snow that she didn't have since she was doing a elective, she didn't have to go to the hospital. Here he is.
Thank you. Think of you every once in a while and say, we never got together.
I know, we still can. We still can. We'll do it. I love that.
I'm going to put that on priority.
Good.
Any day.
Yeah.
Something huge.
Exactly. I love it.
Love it.
Have you all seen the Coco's Facebook? No. Looking at dogs. They're it's the cutest thing. It's this dog that talks on but it has to be Coco because it's like it's very clever. Very clever. Shabbat Shalom. Let me get you.
It's really confusing.
I was given a specific order.
Shabbat Shalom. It is wonderful to gather on this Shabbat, which on some level is just a normal Shabbat, and which also gets a special name actually, Shabbat Zachor, the Shabbat of memory, and all the things you may be trying to think of what you're remembering. It's actually this Shabbat that comes right before Passover, Purim, way before Passover. The Shabbat right before Purim, it's not really just about remembering Esther, but all the more about remembering Amalek and others across our history. But since we're in the month of Adar, the month of Purim, this memory of difficulties and rescues comes with a commandment to be joyous as well. So we turn to page 10 as we begin with the third song on the page. Page 10. For our candle blessing, it's my pleasure to invite to the bima Rabbi Debbie Pine to light our candles. The reading you will hear is not in your book.
God, help us now to make this new Shabbat. After noise, we seek quiet. After crowds of indifferent strangers, we seek to touch those we love. After concentration on work and responsibility, we seek freedom to meditate, to listen to our inward selves. We open our eyes to the hidden beauties and the infinite possibilities of the world you are creating. We break open the gates of the reservoirs of goodness and kindness in ourselves and in others.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kishanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu
And we turn to page 5 as we rise for Kiddush.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu. Zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit, ki hu yom techila le'mikra'i kodesh, zecher letziat Mitzrayim, kivanu b'chata v'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim, v'shabbat kadoshecha be'ahava u'rason, hinchaltanu, baruch atah Adonai, mekadesh HaShabbat.
Amen. Page 6, please be seated. We enter this sanctuary to welcome Shabbat. Within these walls, we sit surrounded by numberless generations. Our ancestors built the synagogue as a visible sign of God's presence in their midst. Throughout our long history and our endless wanderings, it has endured, a beacon of truth, love, and justice for all humanity. Its presence guided our ancestors to lives of righteousness, holding up to them a vision of their truest selves. Together, now we, in our turn, come into this sanctuary to affirm the sacredness of our lives. May we enter this place in peace. May holiness wrap around us as we cross its threshold. Weariness doubt the flaws within the human heart. The harshness of the weak, let these drop away at the door. In the brightness of Shabbat, let peace settle upon us as we lift our hearts in prayer. Page 20, we continue to welcome Shabbat with Lecha Dodi.
גם בשמחה וצהלה, תוך אמוני הסגולה. בואי כלה, בואי כלה, לי לי לי, לה 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 לי לחדרי, לה 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 לי לקראת כלה, לה 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 לי בני שבת, בני שבת נקרא, לה 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 לי לחדרי, לה 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 לי לקראת כלה, לה 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 בני שבת, בני שבת נקרא בהר.
Rabbi Dalia Marx explains that the 18th century Rabbi Nachman of Bratslav is said to have put such an emphasis on happiness because he himself suffered from melancholy. She then goes on to quote a little further on from Rabbi Nachman. It is a great mitzvah always to be happy and to make every effort to determinately keep depression and gloom at bay. The principle is that a person must be very determined and put all their strength into being nothing but happy at all times. For it is human nature to draw itself to gloom and depression on account of life's pains and misfortunes, and every human being is filled with suffering. Therefore, a person has to exercise great effort and force happiness at all times. These words weren't written for Shabbat Zachor with Purim around the corner, but they have been used by many to deal with the struggle of being told to be happy in a month, on a day, regardless of what else may be around you. Even Rabbi Nachman admits it's not easy. Page 28, please rise. Page 30. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher b'dvaro ma'ariv aravim, b'chokma poteach sharim, u'vitvuna mishaneh etim, u'machalif et hazmanim, u'misader et hakochavim b'mishmerotehem b'rakia kirtzono, b'reyom v'layla gole or mipnei choshek, v'choshek mipnei or, Uma'avir yom u'mevi laila, uma'avdil bein yom u'vein laila, Adonai tzvaot shmo. El chai v'kayam tamid yimloch aleinu le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'ma'ariv aravim. Page 32, together. Everlasting love, you offered your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai our God, when we lie down and when we rise up,
We will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night we reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. Page 34.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed.
Please be seated.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושננתם לבניך, ודיברתם בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
In her book on the Jewish year, Rabbi Dalia Marks also includes words from a musical play called Esther. The words were written in 1932 by Shlomo Ruvain Mordechai, who was born in Thessalonica, Greece in 1908. The play was originally written in Ladino. I'm not going to try the Ladino she offers here. I'll share the translation. But eerily, I will tell you that this play, Esther, is written in 1932 in terms of what that means in Europe. Almost prophetic. My God, why do you abandon us? Hear our cry and come hence. Holy God, rush to save us, rush to your people's defense. That evil Haman, a decree for our death has penned. Will you stand by and watch as we die? Is this to be Israel's end? My God, why do you abandon us? Hear our cry and come hence. Holy God, rush to save us. Rush to your people's defense. Micha Mocha for Shabbat Zachor, page 40. Page 42, Hashtivenu, in a slightly more familiar for Shabbat melody.
Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim. Spread the shelter of your peace over us. Guide us in wisdom, compassion, and trust. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim. Save us for the sake of your name. Shield us from hatred, sorrow, and pain. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu
We turn to page 46 as we rise for the Amidah.
Adonai, sefatai tiftach, ufiai b'tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avoteinu v'Ivoteinu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor, Hanora, El Elyon, Gomer Chasadim Tovim, Vekoneh Hakol, V'zocher Chasdei Avot Ve'imahot, U'mevii Geula Livnei Bneihem, Leman Shemo Yahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshiach U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Abraham ve'Ezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechaye Hakol, Atah Rav ve'Oshia, Mashiv HaRuach U'Morid HaGashem. Mechalkel Chaim b'Chesed, Mechaye Hakol b'Rachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim ve'Rofeh Holim, U'Matir Asurim, U'Mekayem Emunato, Yishenei Afar, Michamocha ba'al Gevurot, U'Medomer Elach, Melech Mimit U'Mechayem, U'Matzmiach Yeshua, V'nei Vanatah leHachayot HaKol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayei HaKol.
Ata kadosh, shishimcha kadosh, ukadoshim b'chol yom yahalucha salah, Baruch Ata Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh. Page 55, please be seated. Together, may these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch Ata Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. Page 58. Together. We acknowledge with thanks that you are Adonai, our God, and the God of our ancestors forever. You are the rock of our lives and the shield of our salvation in every generation. Let us thank you and praise you for our lives which are in your hand, for our souls which are in your care, for your miracles that we experience every day, and for your wondrous deeds and favors at every time of day, evening, morning, and noon. O good one whose mercies never end, O compassionate one whose kindness never fails, we forever put our hope in you. For all these things, O sovereign, let your name be forever praised and blessed. O God, our Redeemer and Helper, let all who live affirm you and praise your name in truth. Blessed are you, Adonai, your name is goodness, and you are worthy of thanksgiving. Baruch Ata Adonai, Hatov Shimcha, V'lachana lehodot. We turn now to page 60 for a prayer for peace, as we think of the needs of peace in our own lives, in our own land, as we think of Israel, as we think of hints of conflict with Iran in the air. We know our need is for peace.
Take a moment for silent meditation. Yishuberak Avotenu V'Imotenu. May the one who blessed our ancestors, ancient and recent,
Bless those in our lives, our families, our community in need of refuah shlema, in need of healing. We think especially on this Shabbat of Philip Abraham, Susan Ostrager, Bela Bat Malka of Yisrael, Cindy Blake, Rachel Brady, Kathy Branch, Reva Damer, Sherry Einhorn, Judy Feinberg, Toby Felcher, Bob Fitchett, Dor Fleischman, Ruth Frankel, Tema Friedman, Danny Glazer, Claire Goldstein, Dr. Richard Gross, Eddie Jacobs, Louis Katz, Susan Getz-Kerbel, Jamie Krasinski, Hayden Lazorchek, Leah Kayla, Batsima Vidovid, Marilyn Lebson, Rachel Letterman, Richard Letterman, Michael Latre, Harvey Latosky, Jeannie Max, Judy Max, Chris Maxwell, Lori Maxwell, Penny Newman, Gary Newton, Albert Norris, Marlon Omansky, Marvin Pinkert, Sheila Reichlin, Arlene Sherman, Zachary Sherman, Tamara Sigler, Jeffrey Silverman, Arnold Sindler, Stephen Sussman, Sarah Teal, Leslie Waldman, George Weiner, Joel Weingarten, Michael Wolf, and Andrea Yankee. Baruch atah Adonai Rofeh HaCholim. Praised are you, O source of healing. Amen.
If you've ever told a clergy person that you bought a talit on your trip to Israel, you will have had to answer the first question on every Hebrew Union College rabbinical student's mind. Is it Gabrielli? It's a brand. It's a rite of passage for HUC students on their required first year in Israel to make the pilgrimage to the colorful umbrellas hanging over a cobblestone street just off Ben Yehuda Street, not too far from campus. Beneath them is a small shop where talitot are made and sold for both men and women. The Gabrielli collection is known for its vibrant fabrics and high-end linens, which, for an extra fee, can be mixed and matched in almost any combination imaginable. But there's a reason every Reform rabbi and cantor you know can spot them from a mile away. They all look quintessentially Gabrielli. When you purchase one, you're selecting from within an aesthetic that's already been decided. You can mix fabrics, adjust trim, tweak proportions, but the design language is that of the artists who make them. Over the course of my Israel year, I bought 3. I did give one to my dad, so I only have 2. But lining them up next to each other in my suitcase, I realized I might have been better off investing in just one. All 3 are really beautiful, and all 3 are essentially the same talit. I even chose the same dimensions 3 times, which, as it turns out, are lovely, but not built for what I need to effectively carry out my bima duties, especially with a guitar strap and a microphone wire. What I needed was something narrower, something that would sit close, layer cleanly over a robe on the high holy days, move with me instead of around me. So I went searching for one that would fit my needs everywhere for months without success. And it turns out that almost no one is making them anymore. If you have one of those classical Reform skinny talitot, it's probably because you inherited it. As far as I could tell, there may only be one person still producing them, and that's the person who made this one for me. And I was able to customize it as well, including the atara, which is the narrow band that rests along the neckline. And I picked out a verse that means something really special to me. It's from Psalm 104. Ashir l'Adonai b'chol chayai, I will sing to the Eternal with my life. We learn in this week's Torah portion, Tetzaveh, a whole lot about ritual clothing. God instructs the Israelites to prepare lavish official outfits for Aaron and his sons, who will soon serve as priests on behalf of the people. The text mentions in excruciating detail the 4-piece vestments for the priests and the ever more extensive 8-piece ensemble for the high priest. Made of multicolored threads, linens, and precious metals, each part of the outfit carries as much symbolism as it does beauty. Stones are engraved with the names of the sons of Jacob, and a chest plate is crafted to hold these names on 12 different types of stone and gems, to be worn over the shoulders and heart. This Choshen Mishpat, the breastplate of justice, serves as a reminder for Aaron on behalf of whom he serves his priestly duties to God. When he enters sacred space, he does not enter alone. He carries the people with him. The specificity of the priestly garments intrigues the rabbis. They know from the Mishnah that a priest who does not have his vestments on his person may not perform his priestly duties. In a passage from Masechet Zvachim in the Talmud, the rabbis of the Gemara ask why this should be so. They cite a verse from our parsha this week, describing the wearing of the priestly vestments as a law for all time, and they conclude, Bizman shebigdehem alehem, kahunatam alehem, ein bigdehem alehem, ein kahunatam alehem. When their vestments are upon them, their priesthood is upon them. Without these garments, the priesthood does not exist. Of course, this is not because linen or gold thread possesses magical properties, but because the garments stand in place of an intangible idea of representation. The lavish decoration and undoubtedly the steps of assembling it on his person reminds him, and it locates him, and it marks him as a representative of the people. It binds him physically and visibly to the responsibility to those whose identity resides in the names engraved on his chest plate, hanging over his shoulders and above his heart. We must consider that the garments only function when the one wearing them understands whom he or she represents. That is precisely why the Torah is so careful about the language it uses to describe them. The 2 words in particular are employed to characterize the priestly garments in Exodus, kavod, which is honor, and tiferet, which is majesty. These same 2 words, in the same order, I might add, also happen to appear in Purim's Megillat Esther, when it describes King Achashverosh and the grandeur of his kingdom in Shushan. Rabbi Yosef Bar Chanina teaches in the Talmud that this intentional placement of these adjectives suggests that Achashverosh was wearing the very same priestly garments described in the Torah. And once that possibility is raised, other details in the story begin to sound different. Achashverosh is defined by his lavish feasts. The Megillah lingers over the abundance of wine at his banquets. Yet in accordance with the very same tradition that guards the sanctity of the priestly vestments, as we read, also an intoxicated priest is forbidden from serving. And as it turns out, it's not only the story's details that trouble the rabbis, it's Achashverosh himself. Rashi will later point out that the dissatisfaction of the rabbis concerning the character of Achashverosh hinges on the idea that he is not actually very neutral in the rabbinic imagination. The king forbids the construction of the temple and therefore service to God, and therefore he stands in the way of sacred service. In other words, even if King Ahasuerus dons the garments, he does not embody what they represent, he does not carry the tribes, he does not remember on whose behalf he stands. He takes the language of kavod and tiferet, honor and glory, and turns it upside down into a spectacle rather than sacred responsibility. And it's from that misuse of power and pageantry that the story of Purim eventually unfolds. A story in which surfaces are overturned and appearances are destabilized. And we look forward to the absurdity, the backward, the upside down, as it replaces the ordinary. We put on a spiel to act out the timeless story of Esther, and humorously don costumes and dissemble our identities. We dance and we eat and we drink as we celebrate the triumph of good over evil. But on a holiday so concerned with appearances, it's worth asking what those appearances are actually doing. On most days, what we wear is governed by expectation. There are norms, professional, communal, gendered, that shape how we present ourselves before we even get to think about it. Clothing signals belonging and role, and much of the time we live within these structures without even noticing them. They feel stable, they feel ordinary. Purim, on the other hand, interrupts that stability. The categories loosen and the signals blur. We try to cross the wires for once. Even distinctions like men's and women's clothing no longer function in the same way. On Purim, we're free to think outside of those constrictions. And our costumes are not really random. We deliberate, imagine. Some people plan for months to select, and in joyful abandon, our costumes say something about who we are, who we admire, and who we wish to become. When the norms that govern our daily lives are erased, our intention becomes visible. So I wonder if there's a lesson here about choosing how we represent ourselves. When Purim is over, will we think twice about how we choose to face the world? Clothing has always meant something in our tradition. In temple ritual, garments ensured that a leader remembered on whose behalf he stood before God. And I'm not suggesting that everyone go out and craft a choshen mishpat, but I am asking you to consider, whose names would I carry? What do I want to remember? And whom do I want to represent? Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. We turn to page 282 as we rise for our Aleinu.
Aleinu Shabbat Kadosh Makot Vateinu Dal Yotzei Breshit Shelo Asanu Pigayei Haratzon Velo Samanu Mishpachot Ha'adama Shelo Sam Chelkeinu Kanem Begor Aleinu Kechol Hamonam Va'anachnu Korim U'mishachavim U'modim Lifnei Melech Malchei HaMelachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu V'ne'emar Ve'aya Adonai Melech
Kol haaretz.
Hayom ha'od, hayom ha'od, yeh Adonai echad. Hoshmo, hoshmo, hoshmo echad.
Page 291, third paragraph. We do best homage to our dead when we live our lives more fully, even in the shadow of your loss. For each of our lives is worth the life of the whole world, and each one is the breath of the ultimate one. In affirming the one, we affirm the worth of each one, whose life now ended brought us closer to the source of life, in whose unity no one is alone, and every life finds purpose. Page 293. Our thoughts turn now to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people whose graves are unmarked, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. On this Shabbat, we mourn especially those members of our congregational community whose deaths and burials have occurred during the past 30 days, a period of Shloshim. Mimi Livingston, Rabbi Yechiel Lander, Beth Marks, Larry Guten, Richard Stephen, and Ursel Holdhoff. And we mark the following yurtzites, anniversaries of a death which have been requested to be read. Alan Bernstein, Albert Branoff, Jenny Cohen, Harry Cohen, Sophie Dopkin, Dora Gittimer, Clara Glickman, Alvin Gorn, Charles Hellman, Anna Horowitz, Louis Horowitz, Helene Kahn, Rose Kessler, Philip Klompus, Lorraine Loeb, George London, Geraldine Loran, Gladys N. Nathan, James Nathanson, Samuel Posner, Henry Rosenberg, Randolph Rothschild, Susan Shackman, Benjamin Shevitz, Mickey Tossman, Samuel Trallins, Toby Weinblatt, Berta Weiner, Albert Weisberg, Hilda Weiss, and Sheldon Woolman. As we remember them and all we've loved and lost, turning to page 294, I'd like to invite those who are in mourning or marking a yurt site to please rise first. And if it is your custom, I invite you to rise together with them. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei Rabbah, v'alma divra kirutei v'yalmik malchutei, v'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei dekol Beit Yisrael, v'agalav v'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarak le'olam olmei olmaya, Yitbarak v'yishtabak v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei d'kudusha b'richu, leila min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbachata v'nechamata, damiran b'yalma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama Rabbah min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, Hu Yaseh Shalom, Aleinu v'al Kol Yisrael, v'imru Amen. May there be peace and life for us, for all Israel, and for all humanity, and may the source of peace grant peace and comfort to those who mourn. And let us say, Amen. Please be seated. It's my pleasure to invite a member of our Board of Electors, Andy Katzenberg, to share some announcements. He is the Katzenberg brother who got less exercise this evening, actually. So,
thank you very much. Break out your flannel, tracksuits, and butterfly clips. This Purim, we're going back to the 90s. This Sunday, join us for the totally rad 90s themed spiel, followed by an epic carnival filled with games we always love and all the festive fun. It's going to be all that and a box of Hamantaschen. Though we are getting into the silly spirit of Purim, Passover is on the horizon. If you're making plans, please let us know if you have an extra seat at your Seder table, or if you need a Seder to attend by emailing and calling Jill Manka. BHE will also offer our annual second night of Seder. Rabbi Bush and Cantor intern Alex Baker will lead an engaging, joyous second night of Seder, complete with music, meaning, laughter, and connection. Perfect for friends, families, and open to all. And finally, tomorrow morning, we are coming together to celebrate the 10th anniversary of Temple Emmanuel joining BHC. Come for a special service with celebrative Kaddish to follow. Additionally, events, registration, and signing up can be found in our weekly email online at baltimoreHebrew.org. Following the service, join us at Oneg Shabbat in the lobby. Thank you to the ushers, musicians, and security. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Thank you, Andy. Let me thank Alex. I don't believe this was his first sermon, but I think it was your first sermon here, actually.
It was my first in front of you, yes.
That. I'm scary, I guess. Right? A reminder that while Alex has been with us for almost 2 years now and is coming back next year, he is not only a cantorial student, he is a cantorial student and a rabbinic student, actually, with the rabbinic stuff having really just started this year, actually, finally. So, thrilled with that. For our closing song, we turn to page 24. Shalom Aleichem, please rise.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hashalei, Malachei Elyon. Mihi Melech, Malachei HaMalachim, Kadosh Baruch Hu. Malachem L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. Oseh HaShalom, O Maker of Peace, may we deal with and be aware of the world around us and find a way to rejoice as well. Shabbat Shalom.
Snow again, right? Oh, wow.
Sean's friend, yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That's what it's called. I love it. Love it. Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you.
So, we're on camera right now.
Okay.
No, thank you. Unless you want to go home.
Hi, how are you?
Nice to see you. Yes. Oh, is that right?
I have one kid who's 40.
Oh, wow. What, have you tutored Hebrew?
No.
Oh.
I have English, but I did it.
Oh. Oh, right.
And I can, not like that. And I taught for 25 years. My last 25 years at work.
Oh, wow.
So I have to work around the parents. Everybody works and,
Oh, yeah.
and the kids are busy.
Oh, yeah.
So
Oh,
they didn't come tonight. And the other days, yeah, it is,
Are
exactly.
you going to make it tomorrow?
No, I'm working my two Saturdays and Sunday mornings,
Okay.
so
Oh, wow.
I'm sure it'll be lovely. It'll be
Yeah,
nice.
very nice, yeah.
We've been working, it's a lot, right? I said to one mother, I said, can I do it a little bit later? And I've been seeing this kid for a long time. And at first she said, okay, then she followed me because she has, she said, she really depends on you, for Saturday mornings. I said, okay. And I'm working for him, for a long time.
Wow.
So I try not to, if I can help it.
No,
We'll see what
That's good.
happens. Yeah. Other things, right? Take care. You too.
Have you seen Stuart? Or?
see you next week. All right, take care.
Yeah, but that probably wasn't.
How are you? I've been missing you. It's been crazy.
Now it's good.
Great.
You're still dressed for winter.
Oh, yeah.
To me, it feels like spring.
It was. I don't know.
I mean, I think the selling point for them is it's really just social. Yeah, but that's good. I mean, it gets to go forward. But you only have 8 numbers tomorrow. So only have 12 showing tomorrow. Right. And that's including recording.
See, it was always
Yeah, check the website, there's much more, they're moving on, improving it. Thanks for sending. That's good information. Yeah. Go down the music menu, it's changed.
See you soon. Great sermon, Alex.
Thank you.
Yes, Shabbat.
Thanks. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
I had done a lot of time. I've done sermons here too. Just, but I don't know. Never when there was also a rabbi here. That's what I meant. Thank you. They're a great group. I actually really no.
Well, that's good. As long as you enjoy it.
Yeah, absolutely.